right now. This is my second salad of the day. If you guys don't know anything about me, currently on my channel, I am going raw for 30 days. On my raw journey so far, I have experienced nothing but bliss on top of bliss on top of bliss. This journey has been beautiful and well worth the sacrifice. So, 3 years ago, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. Since then, I've gained back 65 pounds. Currently, my weight is 364 pounds. So, currently, I've been on my journey since August the 1st, starting in at 375 and so 376. So, currently, I have lost 12 pounds so far on this journey. The last time I weighed myself was on the 7th day of the month, and so today is the 13th. I will be doing another weigh-in check-in video on the 20th. And so for now, you guys, I just want to do accountability check-in, let you guys know that I am here and I am definitely doing this every day, all day. And so far today, what I ate that you didn't see was, I believe I had, matter of fact, today, I showed you guys actually everything I ate today because I had a salad earlier. I had a snack of an orange and a snack of an almonds, little handful of almonds. This is the tea that I'm drinking that I made. This is a really good all natural herbal tea, and I actually made this tea with these homemade tea bags. These are homemade tea bags full of goodness and really good stuff. I'll go over one of these teas in another video. I'm going to reboil these teas tomorrow. But I have another mason jar. When I make the tea, I had like 4 of these jars. So I still have this large mason jar full of tea. And basically, that's what I've been having. These teas are so good. I do sweeten this tea with date syrup, and I sweeten it with cinnamon, and I usually put stevia in it usually. I didn't do that today because I just didn't. And also I put lemon in my tea. So besides that, I really haven't consumed too much of anything else. I can't think of anything else I had today. Usually I'll have like a banana at some point in my day, but I didn't actually have one today. I slept a lot today. This journey has made me realize that the body often will rest while healing. It's actually part of the process is to rest while healing. And, I just know that I spent the last 13 months of my life eating a lot of processed food, eating a lot of fast food. And that is what I'm healing from the effects of the SAD diet, which is Standard American Diet. I'm healing from the SAD diet, the Standard American Diet. And I just believe that we can feel better, feel our best. And the only thing I've learned in 37 years on this planet, if you want to feel your best, you have to eat the best. And it doesn't mean everything has to be organic. If you can afford that, then obviously do it. Grow your garden, if you can do that. That's really the best, because you're controlling the soil and things like that. But nothing's perfect. Do your best. Okay, so just literally stop eating processed food is an awesome first choice. And I mentioned in another video how people can eat canned vegetables and fruits in its own water, and you still definitely can. That is a huge step forward. But what I meant to also say in addition to that was frozen produce is actually the best option outside of fresh, because what's happening is they do freeze this different vegetables and fruits right immediately. So the nutritional value is preserved much at a higher level than the canned goods. So if you're looking to have the highest nutritional preservation, which is the goal, then I would recommend, if you can't get fresh, get frozen, because frozen they do practice really quick freezing. And you can even get, into the brands and start researching what they do particularly. But even if you're just getting in a generic brand and it is what it is, trust me, that's the best way to go. And then canned goods would be number 2. And number one is fresh, and the ultimate number one is your garden. And organic beats, traditional conventional produce. But anyway, it doesn't matter exactly how you're getting it in, but what does matter is that you stop eating at these fast food restaurants. That's what really matters. That's the true important step to take, because fast food will destroy you. I mean, it really truly will. So if you don't feel good, just stop eating at fast food. You will be surprised how quickly everything changes and how much better you feel. I would tell you overnight, 24 hours raw, you're going to feel the inflammation drop. Okay? Because the food that you eat at these stores is not it's not designed to heal you. It's designed, I don't want to use the K word, but it's not designed to do anything but satisfy your endorphins, your taste buds, satisfy things that need to be put in check. We're out of control in this nation, and everything we've been doing has been to gratify our flesh. And I'm guilty of it. So I'm not preaching um, at you, I'm telling you about myself. I have been gratifying my flesh, and it's time to put all that to a complete halt. It does nothing but sabotage your happiness. Okay? And so, this tea that I'm drinking, that I made here at the house, I made this from scratch with like my own herbs, my own tea bags, boiled it. I add cinnamon to this tea. This tea has cinnamon, which is the huge contribution to feeling balanced and also fighting the stress. So cinnamon is supposed to fight the stress hormone cortisol. Okay? And so if you have any stress levels that are high, drink you some cinnamon tea, add it to your food, put it in your smoothie, put it in your coffee. Eat cinnamon. Okay? And so that's what's in this tea, cinnamon. And I'm excited to also say what's in my tea to sweeten it is date syrup. And I'm like, I love to learn little facts and stuff. And so one thing I learned about date syrup and honey, Manuka honey, I believe it's pronounced. Manuka honey and date syrup have something in common. And I think it's the phenol, but I may be saying that wrong. But there is an ingredient that's in both of those products, honey and date syrup. And what that ingredient does is promotes anti-inflammation, and also it promotes antimicrobial microbial resistance. And they say that date syrup is even stronger than Manuka honey, which is supposed to be so. Manuka honey is sometimes like $30. This date syrup was $10, and it's organic. So I was like winning when I discovered that I can have date syrup to help defeat and overcome inflammation, and also help my system fight any kind of, infections, viruses, things that happen as people on this planet walking this earth. So I'm going to add a little date syrup on the top of my salad. Just drizzle, drizzle. I like a sweet salad. And so my salad is going to also have a little olive oil on it. I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil on here. Just a little. That should be good, right? Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some balsamic vinegar. How you guys doing tonight? I'm not even sure exactly the way this channel is going to go as far as information and how we're going to flow. I'm very natural here, very organic in all the ways that you can actually see. I'm just taking this channel a day at a time. I've had this channel for a few years, or I would say like about 4 years I've had this channel, but I have not been on here for like over a year and a half, 2 years, doing what I'm doing today. And I'm back, for good. I have to take care of this body. And I always said to myself, if I'm going to be taking care of my body properly, I might as well document the process. Because documenting this process you know, is helping other people. Helping other people get focused in their own lives. So I'm going to add a little pepper on the top here. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. That's going to put on my tomatoes. You know, the tomato and salt go hard. And I'm also going to add some seeds. Let me grab my seeds. On this journey, you guys, I mean, it's some days, you know, I don't want to record because I'm tired. And, you know, I'm like, you know what, Victoria, if you're tired and you don't feel like being on camera, but you want to still be accountable and show the process, then I'm like, you don't have to put the camera on your freaking face, okay? People like aesthetics. You know, this salad is good. Looks good. Can't deny. So for me, I'm like, let's just be aesthetically pleasing on days that you don't want to show up on camera. Seriously. It's not that big of a deal. You know, whoever is for me will be here. Whoever is finding inspiration will be right there on the other side of the camera watching. And good for y'all. Whoever needs this, I got you. Let's see. Who is that? I can't. I'm reading backwards. But how you doing? Someone in the comments. Does your name start with a P? I think it's like Perminity. I'm not sure what that spells from reading it upside down. But I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. I'm almost done with this live. I'm going to add an orange to this for good measure. So we're having a delicious salad. I'm on a 30-day raw challenge. I would like for you guys to join me every day. I will be posting videos and going live for the entire month of August to just demonstrate that you can eat raw for a whole month for 30 days, and it's not even hard. It's not even hard. You just have to decide that's what you're going to do. And once you make that decision, it's all up from there. You just got to make that choice, you know, and just continue forward. We all have some stuff we're dealing with, some stuff we're battling, whether it be mentally, physically, whatever, spiritually. But we can't let any of that stop us from making the decisions that we know we need to be making. We got to stay focused. We got to stay on our goals. We can't be deterred, distracted. We cannot. We can't afford it. It's detrimental. It's huge. You know, I wanted to just make this salad and not post nothing. I don't want to go live right now. But you know what? I said I'm going to go live, whether if I have 0 viewers or 1,000. I'm going to be live. I'm not going to let anybody, not that someone is stopping me, but I'm not going to let myself be the reason that I'm not on live right now. Because usually, let's just be honest, we are our worst enemies. We are usually our worst enemies. Okay? And we have to just stop being our worst enemies. We got to stop fighting ourselves. And we have to commit to the process. It's very important. We've got to commit to the process. Stop giving ourselves excuses. And finish. So I'm ready to start exercising. I will be having a hardcore disciplined exercise routine that will vary because I like to have change. I like my freedom. And that's going to start for me on the 15th. I'm getting prepared to be disciplined about my fitness. And when I start working out and eating good, oh my God, things happen. Okay? And because I'm raw, it doesn't mean I can't still fast. Going raw is a strong level of, change, and it's powerful, but you can still fast on top of that. You can still fast on top of being raw. Being raw is not the one all be all. There's still water fasts that you can contribute. There's still water fasts that you can take on while doing a raw diet. In fact, it's very beneficial. You're going to get the greatest results from fasting if you're doing it from a clean foundation. Because all you're going to do is your body just has so little to work through. Your body is just literally going to have so much less work to have to do to clean you up. So I probably will be doing some fasting before the month is over, no doubt. I do find that, I'm starting to feel that second wind in me, starting to feel that second wind of motivation within me. And I'm excited about that because it's a big deal. What I'm doing is not something that I'm taking lightly. This is a serious accomplishment for me to be focused on controlling and having self-discipline on what I put in my mouth. It's very important, and I'm excited that I'm putting that energy in my life right now. My life deserves that chance, to succeed. My life deserves to be very, very, very happy. And not because I'm so special, but because, you know, everything that we need to be happy is right there in the produce section. Okay? And I believe in getting your spiritual life in a check, okay, for you to be able to really have a full circle joy. You got to get that spirit life together with the Lord. You don't get to skip God. You got to let God be your head. You got to let him be the Alpha and the Omega in your life. You got to submit to him 100%. That's very important. This journey is very spiritual. And I'm talking about the Spirit of God. Okay? And that's very important. No, don't forget the importance of bringing God on this journey. Just because you're eating vegetables, don't think that that's all you need. You need the Creator's divine guidance and hand holding and directions and guidance and everything of that sort. This is the time of repentance. This is the time of salvation. This is the time of making your wrongs right. This is the time of clearing your conscience. This is the time of giving glory to God while you clean out this temple that he designed so perfectly well. We are God's handiwork, and let's just give him glory, okay, in this journey. Everybody has their own beliefs, but I believe there is one way, and that is all. And I stand on that, and I welcome you to join me every day for the month of August. I will be continuing to make these salads and showing you guys that I'm going to be raw for this month. I'm going to start exercising on the 15th of August 2025, and that's going to change the game. And so I'm excited because, I know God has me in a very beautiful direction right now that is going to take me all the way to victory. This is not my first go around with making disciplinary decisions. However, I'm going to finish this time. Thank you for joining me. This is Victoria here at Constant Motion. I hope you guys have a blessed night. You might see me later. You might see me tomorrow. But this is my day 13 out of 30. Take good care. Bye.